Hello everyone, welcome back to my channel. It's Teesha, and today we're going to do our finale to the spring edition of the Project Use It Up. Now, this is every single thing, so it's all the categories that we started for spring, as well as all of the little side missions that we did, challenges. I'm just going to share everything with you because it's going to just kind of be an all-inclusive video. I mean, if you've been watching the Project Use It Up as we go, there's going to be a lot of repeats here, but after today, you will not see these products anymore because they are, for the most part, entirely gone. So I've also shared already my summer edition, the Project Use It Up, so the new categories and our first little mini challenge. This has been such a great way to get to know you all more, get to know who's really participating in a no-buy and using up their stuff, and also just you guys have been really helping me stay on track. So I thank you so much for helping me use up all these products. The winter edition went really well. Spring was even better. I used up even more stuff, and I'm really hopeful for summer and fall. So we're going to do this all year. It's been really fun. So there may be a little bit of repetitiveness here in this video, but I just wanted to show you each and everything, and then we're recycling. At the end of this month, I've just been inserting photos as we go of all of the products I've used up so far for 2022, and I think at the end of June, I'm gonna do a full recycle. I have little bins in my garage where things go, but I think it's time to go ahead and recycle all those things. So at the end of June, in that empties video, I'm gonna show you everything I've used up so far in 2022. It's quite a bit of stuff. I'm very proud of it. Now, as you can see, my collection grows still as we haul here and there, but really getting into my products that I have on hand, it really does curb my need to pick up everything. I do have, I'm not sure if you're seeing it before or after this video, a tips and tricks video for semi-annual sale, as well as my wish list. I'm going to combine those. I got a little messed up on my personal filming schedule after I got back from my trip. I had filmed enough to get me through that trip, but then I came back and I was just I was just sick, and I'm better now, but my voice might sound a little, raspy, and I'm going to have to probably take breaks for water. I'm 100% better, and it wasn't anything serious. I think it was just you go crazy for a little bit and then you slow down, and sometimes that's what happens. Instead of rest, you get sick. That's what happens to me a lot. So if my voice sounds weird, apologies. I did take a few days off just because it was kind of crazy. So a few of the videos I promised you all are coming, and I'm just going to combine them. We're going to keep moving, but I am 100% better. Just like I said, if I sound a little whatever, that's the end of the cold or whatever it was. I don't know. I was kind of feeling it in my chest and everything for a few days after I got back, but all better now. So here it is. Here are the final items from the spring Project Use It Up. So we're going to go through the 6 categories. I'm going to show you all of my empties, and then I'm going to go through the 5 bonus categories we had. Single wigs, face masks, soaps, mini products, and scrubs. All in all, I got through well over 3 huge bags of Bath & Body Works products, all empty. So I better jump into this video. It'll be 100 years long as usual. So the first category in our spring Project Use It Up was 2 items you have backups of. So I did a whole set of pink watermelon because, as you guys know, this is just one of my favorite scents. It's not for everyone. It has notes of juicy watermelon, pink petals, and dewy aloe. A lot of people can get a nice sweet watermelon scent, which is what I get, but some people really get that floral dewy note and it doesn't agree with them. But now we have pink watermelon blast, so something for everyone. But I was able to actually use up a full size mist, which we had started off as a full, so it did have a mark, and then this was one check-in, and then I used up the rest. So I'm pretty proud of that. I've seen a lot of videos. I just want to give a shout out real quick. I know Shaughnessy did one, and I've seen a couple other ones too where they talk about how to use up your products in a big collection. So I do a lot of those same things, so I highly recommend going to check them out. They were recently posted, and if I do remember, I'll link them below. But it does really help when you have this much and you guys see how much I use up, for you to think, how does she do that? I'm not just sitting around all day applying products, I promise you. But I was able to use up this full-size pink watermelon mist, as well as the full-size pink watermelon lotion. And you guys even have me cutting up products. Now, I don't know who I am, but this was a really cute packaging. This was the first one we got in 2020. So I used up this lotion because I didn't actually pick up any other products when this collection came out for the winter sass, because I knew I had backups. And then I was able to use up not one, but 2 shower gels just to get me through. I'm very generous with my shower gel use, and I use it for like shaving and stuff too, and I don't have an oil or something. But these were, one was started, so I think this was my first one. Use this up, and then this one I had a little mark, use that up. So I have this whole entire set out of my collection, and I'm okay because now we have pink watermelon blast to enjoy. The second item I had in the items I've backed up was a full-size lotion of Fireside Flurries. This came out for the winter. I love this scent. I see this scent returning, so I did back it up at the time, but now I'm feeling like I'm okay to use things. They will most likely come back. That's been what's been happening. So the notes on this are toasted marshmallow, pink lavender, and cashmere woods, and I had just one mark, so this would have been the first month, and then I was able to use up this entire lotion. So that was category number 1. Category number 2 is 2 items from your favorite color or packaging. And this is just to kind of break that bond you have with some packaging. I know I've been doing a lot better with that. I would say, and it still does get me from time to time, that I will buy something I already have in cuter new packaging. But the stuff inside the product is still the same. So this was just for me to like break that need to buy things just because they're pink or sparkly. So I went ahead and used up 2 things that I had bought, and just because I love the packaging. Doesn't mean that the scents aren't loves in my collection, but just that I know that I picked them up for packaging purposes, so I used them and enjoyed them. So the first thing was a set of Black Cherry Merlot, and this was such a cute little collection. It came out with like champagne toast and a few other scents. But I picked this up and I already had it in my collection. I know I did just because I thought this packaging was so pretty. Then I put it away and I never used it until this project. And I really just got it out to use because I enjoyed using it. I don't know why I was keeping it like it needed to be in a photo or something. There will be other collections and packaging that I like. So dark cherry, black raspberry, sumptuous Merlot. I love this scent on me. It is a very dark cherry. It's not like firecracker pop. So I'm happy when I see this come out. And now I've used up an entire lotion, an entire mist. So I have room in my collection for the next packaging. The other product in that category was a champagne sprinkle shower gel. I love the scent of this, and I wasn't using it because I love the scent of this. It was a really pretty pink shower gel, and I kept pulling it to use and putting it back. So I put it in this project and used it up, and I really enjoyed it. This is just a nice raspberry icing scent. It went with a lot of things I was trying to use up, which is always nice to have. So I'm happy that I got through that as well. So far, we have emptied everything we put into the project. Category 3 was 2 items you wish you would have returned or regret buying. So sometimes we do that, right? We'll buy things. This hair today, it's really windy. I don't know why I just stopped to tell you that. But yeah, it was like I did my hair, we went out, grabbed groceries, and now this is what I'm left with. So this is what you guys are left with. But yeah, sometimes we buy those items that we don't really love. So they just get pushed to the back of a drawer. And I've just been so much more intentional about, if I don't love it, not putting it in the drawers, giving it away, using it up, or even returning it depending on the store. Like if it's something from Bath and Body Works, I'm just going to right away exchange it for another product. But if it's something from like Walmart, I might offer it to a coworker or my sister. I always have a little bag to take home with me when I visit, and they love that. Those aren't things that I think are nasty. They just don't work for me, not my favorite, knowing I have all of this. Someone that has 2 mists, I mean, they might absolutely love it. So that's what I've been doing a better job of. But at the time, I had chosen these 2 items for different reasons. First was the Philosophy body wash in animal cracker, pink frosted animal cracker. I really like the scent of this, but these are very hard to store, especially when you have full drawers. So I had this one and a couple other scents. I decided to gift one, and then I gave away another one. And then I still have one in the crispy bars or marshmallow crispy bars. But I decided I regretted it because these are just too big for me to store. So I don't need a collection of these. But that once I started using it, I didn't regret it. I really enjoyed the scent a lot. It smelled a lot more fragrant in the shower than just like peeling the little, safety seal and smelling it. I wasn't getting that much from it. So then I thought, I'm going to have this big old body wash and I can't really smell it. But once you kind of pour it on your loofah and work it, it really gave a lot of fragrance. It smelled really nice. So I do recommend these. I really like them, but for me and my collection, as I'm getting to know it even better, I don't want to store these. So there might be other things that are just in really big bottles that you might, consider not like over collecting, but just picking up one and going right ahead and using it and enjoying it that way, because it was just always taking up the space of 10 shower gels to have 4 of these. And, then I had to find a space for those other 10 to store. So from now on, I'll just pick them up one at a time. So it's no longer a regret, but I am glad to have used this up. And the other item was a Twisted Peppermint body cream. I don't know why. I cannot let myself like winter candy apple anymore. And I really just have been disappointed in Vanilla Bean Noel. So every year I pick up Twisted Peppermint. It is a tried and true. It doesn't disappoint. But then I use it for such a short time, a week or two, because we get all the other body care. And I have different years tubes of this. So that's why I was regretting it. It was I picked it up again this year. I have that packaging and I had this full body cream in my collection. So I put it in the project and I used it up. These notes are really nice. They're cool peppermint, sugared snow, vanilla buttercream, and fresh balsam. And it's really vanilla buttercream sugary, but that balsam does give it like a winter vibe. It's nice and cooling and refreshing. And then some of you had said, oh, I love this on hot days. And I thought, I never even thought to use this in the summer before, but it is nice and cooling. Like it actually gives your calves like a cooling effect, like if you put on one of those like muscle relaxer type of gels. And so I was using this every night. It was easy to use up and I no longer regretted it, but I am really glad I used one up because I was just kind of had the mindset that I could only use this for like 2 weeks at Christmas time. So I'm really glad I found another use for it and I'm thankful to you all for sharing that with me. Okay. Category 4 is 2 scents that you have the most in. So it didn't matter packaging. I didn't say like use the oldest or anything. So I just went into my collection. I kind of had an idea just from opening drawers that the most I had was Strawberry Pound Cake and 1,000 Wishes. Now, I don't love all the variations of 1,000 Wishes. I don't really care for 1,000 Christmas Wishes. The first year it was okay, but this last year I didn't care for it. But I love these moisturizing body washes. So I remember I continued to pass this up. I definitely could have thrown a different product in here, but it was one of those where I looked at the products I pulled and I always like to have one of these in there for days I want more of a moisturizing, creamy type of body wash. So this was easy to use up. I did not cut this, but it really was squeezed completely empty. Now the packaging starts to break up on these a lot. So even though I love cute packaging, here we go. That can be really annoying because it gets in your shower drain. You got to clean it all out. But other than that, I love the scent of this. The notes are pink prosecco, sparkling quince, crystal peony, gilded amber, and amaretto cream. It's just this beautiful, creamy, perfumey scent, and it works so well with a lot of things. This one I specifically stuck in here because I told myself I didn't need it. I'm not in love with the faceted collection whatsoever. There's no pull for me, but I picked it up anyways at one of those like $5.95 sales. I told myself these are $17.50, so at the $5.95 price, they're the best deal. And I didn't need it because I have probably at least 2, maybe 3 different variations of Strawberry Pound Cake. I like this scent. I was able to find a lot of interesting blends, which I shared with you in different videos. So that was fun too. Just different things that worked really well with it, both in candle and body care. This hair is going to bug me today. But I went through this relatively quickly. As you can see, the first time I had used up to this line. And then the next time I came to update y'all, I had used it all the way up to here. And then this final month, I was able to use this off. So, for this being a pretty new product in my collection, I was pretty impressed with myself for just going ahead and using this up entirely because I really didn't need it. And I decided to use it instead of exchange it, that type of thing. So I am really proud of that one because most of these mists, except for the last category, started from the top, which as we all know, is very hard to go through a mist. You have to be pretty intentional and devoted to using that scent. I was still able to use lots of other scents, but I like to blend, so that works in my favor. Okay, category 5 was 2 items that make you think spring. And so for me, spring is a light, freshy floral or just a nice fresh scent. So I picked these 2 products. Endless Weekend Shower Gel. This one was kind of easy to use, but kind of not because I picked a lot of sweet gourmand scents. So once I had used up one of my mists I'm about to show you, this one sat in my shower for a very long time. I just had to just start using it. and then mixing it after. But I love the scent of this. It's summer mandarin, blue coconut water, and vanilla sandalwood. Very nice and fresh, not really fruity, but it just seems more like sophisticated and expensive to me. That's the way I've always looked at Endless Weekend. Scents like that, coconut sandalwood, Palo Santo, they're just the summer elevated scent. A scent I'd like to take on vacation. I always get a nice compliment about how fresh and like just really fresh I smell. They're like, oh wow, that's a really fresh perfume. And I'm like, it's actually just like a body wash, a body cream, you know. So it's one of those things where the notes kind of make it seem a little bit more expensive than just, you know, some body care. So I always love that. And, you know, I don't have a ton of things in my collection to pair with it, but it worked out with the things that I did decide to try. The other thing I put in at the beginning of this Use It Up was a full-size Magnolia Charm body cream. I have 2 of these. That's a lot of body cream. And I also have a lotion. This is a nice scent though. It's Dewy Pear Blossom, Blooming Magnolia, and Fresh Cedar. And I really remember that I was like super hesitant to pick this up, but it just smells like beautiful laundry to me. I would love this in like a dryer sheet or a fabric softener. It's so good. So sometimes I just use the spray to spray my bed sheets because it does leave just this nice dryer sheet laundry scent, but it's really sweet and pretty. Loved using that up. And the last category were 2 items that were 50% gone. So when I started this, I think in April, yeah, I think it was April or possibly March. I can't remember anymore. Did I have something in my hair like this whole time? Totally did. Had something in my hair. Probably something came out of these packages. But I had put these 2 mists in whenever we started. I think it might have been March. And they were both more than 50% gone. So I had made a mark just to show myself. Because again, mists are kind of hard to use. So I did intentionally put these in for that. So the first one I used up was Love Cotton Candy Champagne. This has notes of bubbly rosé, sweet strawberry, and pink sugar. And I had started right about there. So it wasn't quite 50%. It was a little bit less, but that was easy to use up. And then I used up this version of Confetti Daydream. It was the same as that Black Cherry Merlot packaging. And I just had this mist and it was actually down to here. So this was really easy to use up. Fresh Raspberry, Sparkling Pear, and Blue Iris. I got so many compliments on this scent, you guys. I mean, people were asking me, what are you wearing? I'm going to go buy it. They really, really enjoyed just how fresh and clean I smelled. And again, we were little kiddos and we're outside a lot. So you pick up all those scents. So these really kind of last a really long time compared to some of your gourmands. But I enjoy this. I have this in the faceted, so I still have it in my collection. But since I used these both up in like the first month, I did add another one in Magnolia Charm. Of course, I had the body cream in here, but as things kind of went along, I didn't actually end up finishing this one. I did come very close. It started here, as you can see the line, and then I came down to here, and then we ended it on this line here. So it still has this much mist left, but I'm okay with that because honestly, I'm gonna throw this back into my bedroom. I really like to spray my bedding with this as well as use it myself. So I will bring this to you guys in an empties probably by the end of June. But this was the only project actually in this Use It Up that I didn't completely finish, but that's okay. Look at all that use. It started up here and I used that much. And again, this was an added product after I'd finished up the 2 products in that category. So even if you don't have everything 100% used, look at the progress you made. I would not have made this much progress in Magnolia Charm because I like it, but it's not a favorite. I usually pick another scent over this one, but it was just one of those things that reminded me to keep using my stuff. So I'm really happy with that. Okay, so all we have left to share are the different little side missions, bonus categories from each of the months. So I'm not going to go through these, but I did want to just share that the singles cruise, I've shared that video with you guys. I was able to use up 15 single wicks, which is huge. Made a huge dent in my collection for SAS. So that's definitely on my wish list. And I'm really hoping to find some now that I've made so much room. These are still kind of wet. Another of my little side missions were these face masks. And I was able to use up 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, sorry, 8, 9, 10, 11. So I'm just going to quickly show you the brands. BioBell, these are really nice. I really feel like it's just more of like a treat, not really like skincare benefiting, but this was a really nice one too. This came in like a little free gift from a Mercury purchase, but a lot of BioBell. And then another brand I used was this e.l.f. primer mask. And these are really nice to put on before makeup. They're just like a pore refining, so it kind of just helps your makeup, you know, by giving that area a little bit of brightness, a little bit of filling. So using up 11 was huge because these just sit in my bathroom and a lot of times get overlooked, but I would just leave 2 out on the counter and use them up every other day, every 3 days or so. So I used 11 masks. My goal was 10, so that's really good. And then we used up some scrubs. The scrubs were my last month like mission, and I didn't use all the ones I put in, but I said I wanted to use up. I had 3 body scrubs, so I didn't even grab the other one because I haven't even put it in my shower yet, but it was a Tree Hut Papaya Paradise. But I was able to use up this blueberry extract. I did not like this. I would never buy this again. It was so sticky. And my friend Ashley here said, don't use that. It's not supposed to change color. But unfortunately, I had already done so. So there's just that little bit left in there. And I was like, okay, I'm pulling it out and throwing it away. But it was, I mean, the scent is amazing, but it was just so sticky and it was gritty. It didn't exfoliate. So I'm happy to have this out of my collection. I had used up an avocado one when these came out last year in the wellness collection, but this is an empty for me because, I mean, if they really did go bad, I think they should have recalled them or something. I did use up this, this is Find Your Happy Place Summertime Sprinklers, red berries and peach. This smelled pretty good. And this was nice when you wear like capris or a dress. It leaves a little bit of sparkle behind on the skin, but it just is like, it's almost like using a body cream in the shower. It didn't have any exfoliating properties, so I didn't love this and I wouldn't recommend this brand for that reason, but the scent is really pretty. I was able to use up this Wet n Wild lip scrub. It says Perfect Pout Lip Scrub, and it was in watermelon. I had this for a good long time, but as you can see, I use up every little bit. It's just like a dried sugar, but this plus like a lip mask, like the Laneige, your lips feel amazing. And then I did use up this Christoph Robin scrub. It's with sea salt. This was very easy to use. It had a nice amount of like moisture in it, so it wasn't just like pieces on your scalp. It really scrubbed in like a shampoo, but it just is to help clarify your scalp if you use a lot of products. So that is small, but I only did it like once a month. So I mean, I wasn't doing a scalp scrub very often. I do have another one from Way I'm using up, but I was able to use up 4 scrubs and I still have a few that I would like to get through. And then one of the challenges was a soap challenge, and I was able to use up 9 soaps, so that was pretty good. Once Upon a Lime, which was Lemon Lime Fizz, a Pink Peach Blossom, loved that one, Coastal Watermelon, and I had 15 in my container, so I just took the rest to work. That was one of your guys' recommendation, and they ate them up. So I was able to use up 15, but myself personally used up 9. Another Coastal Watermelon, that's a favorite, so I wanted to keep those. We did get through a Mary cookie. This is a nice shortbread cookie kind of scent. And then we used up a raspberry tangerine. This is wild raspberries, fresh tangerine, and lemon zest. I like it. It's kind of like champagne toast. Vampire blood in the middle of winter and spring, but I love the scent of this. It's red berries, night blooming jasmine, and plum. My son used up this one. It was a strawberry lemon. I know some people thought this one kind of had like a really strong astringent scent, so it wasn't a love for everyone, but he liked it, and it was sweet strawberry, sparkling lemon, and crystallized sugar. And then I used up a toasted vanilla chai in this Christmas packaging, but this scent's really nice on your hands. It lasts a really long time with vanilla, spun sugar, and winter spice. So your hands just kind of smelled like a really good coffee drink. And the final category, so like I said, you guys, all of these products got used up with me being intentional and with your help by like supporting this channel and watching these videos and cheering me on. I really appreciate you. I used up, let's see, 3, 6, 9, 10 minis in this little project Use It Up. So the first set I used up was a raspberry sugar. I mean, I just had the littlest bit in there, but that's gone. And then I had actually struggled to use this one because it wasn't my favorite scent, but I'm really happy that I used those up. I used up a hot cocoa and cream. This was one of the scents that I was mixing with strawberry pound cake and made this delicious chocolate covered strawberry. So used up that entire mini as well as a champagne toast mini. I did take minis on my trip. So a couple of these were because of that was all I had on hand. but also blending. And I kind of shared that with you in my last Fresh Blends video. So another mini of Champagne Toast. So I like them in minis because that's a scent that I do love, but I want to try everything else. So I think I should just stick to minis with Champagne Toast. We'll see. And then I used up 3 mini body creams. So this one was really good. I wish they would just bring out a mini of this for summer. Tropical Cabana's like runts, like a banana candy runt scent. I used up an At the Beach. This has like so many notes. White frangipani blossoms, toasted coconut, bergamot water, sea salt breeze, sun-kissed musk. It's so delicious. It's just like your skin on a beach, just like a little sweet. And then I used up a Fiji Sunshine Guavatini. This one I really love as well, and I still have in full size. So 3 body creams, cut up 2 and opened, as you can see. And then I used 3 hand creams. So the first one was a hot cocoa and cream. Love that scent. It's very strong. It was very rich and decadent. Firecracker Pop, which is one of my favorite hand creams. I have like 5 of those. And then a Champagne Toast. So that's it, you guys. 10 minis, 15 single wicks, 11 face masks, 9 soaps, and 4 scrubs. That's really awesome on top of all the products I used in my Project Use Up. So this was a super long video. Let's one last time shout out yourselves in the comments below on what products you were able to use up during this spring edition. And now we are moving into our summer products. I have some more ideas to share with you along the way. So right around the 7th-ish of the month, I'll do updates on it and then just share like a little mini side challenge to kind of just keep things, you know, going. It sometimes can be a little mundane or you get tired of using them. So I always like to add little challenges. You know, I use them in my classroom too. But thank you guys if you watch this one again. I know it's very repetitive because you've seen these if you've been watching, but I really appreciate you all. And I'll see you in the video probably tomorrow. Thank you guys. Bye.